What's up, Tricks Trading Co? This is Mr. Rob back at you with another video, and today I have an absolute banger. I promise you. Sit back, relax, and get ready to watch some awesome and beautiful, beautiful comic books. If that's what you're interested in, I'm serious, guys. I'm going to be going over some of my favorite and largest keys that I have in my collection every time I post these videos and show you guys a little bit about my collection or the comic book room in which I film my videos. I always get a little bit more traction on those videos. I always get much more interaction and a lot more people asking questions and just enjoying this hobby together. So I figured I've never gotten down, pulled them all off, and showed them up close and personal, and kind of just revealed them to the camera in all of their glory. Now, I am a comic book collector, guys. This is a big stack of them here in front of me. I do collect a lot of books. Most of the books I collect, I do try and get, are probably considered keys. So there are hundreds of books that are going to be left out and not here. If that's something you guys want to see in a future video, then please, of course, do not hesitate to ask me. I do have quite a few comic books that I can just keep sharing until I have ran out of room to share. One of the things I will say, some honorable mentions, I guess, before we get into my actual physical books. The Flash wall, if you would have seen in my past videos, of course, you're welcome to go and check that out after this video. I have issue number 109. I have issue sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. 115, 114, 113. I have issue number 119. I have 131, 129, 131, 133, 127, and 124. Those are all relatively decent keys in the Flash universe. That would be first Yellow Suit Kid Flash, first Green Lantern and Flash Meetup, first Gorilla Grodd, first Captain Boomerang. You got first Fat Flash, which is a really funny one. First Trickster. You have first Iceman. A couple of really cool books that are important to me that are not going to be showcased here. One, they're on my wall, and I don't like messing with that wall too much. Two, it is a you can get them for a decent price. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Anyway, without further ado, let's kind of just dive into these books. This is not all of them. This is the first stack that we're going through. Let me get this one out of the way, and then we'll put these back. Oh, they're upside down, I think. Yep. All right, well, look at this. Professional film quality. This is what you guys come here for. You decided to watch this video. Okay, so I'm going to set them a little bit off kilter because I want to, I'll set them back over here so I can keep them nice and evenly stacked. Okay, so this is Flash number 92. This is the first appearance of Impulse. These, of course, these are key books, but these aren't really expensive ones. You can still find these for all decent prices. This is Godzilla issue number 1. First appearance of Godzilla. Super cool. Super cool. New Teen Titans issue number 1. Just the start of the actual New Teen Titans run. Iconic cover. Very cool book. Tales of the Teen Titans number 44. This is first appearance of Nightwing. Really cool Deathstroke cover. Just a classic book to have. Super nice. This is X-Men. This is the annual 14. This is a controversial book. Technical, I guess, first Gambit. I'll let you guys argue about that in the comics. Argue about it in the comics. In the comments below. This is Spawn issue number 1. Almost debated not showing this, but this is such an influential book to me. It's classic Todd. It's just a really big character, and it's turned into quite the franchise. So Spawn number 1, of course, it's classic key. This is a really beater copy, but this is the first print newsstand issue number 1 of the Transformers, first appearance of all of them. Super cool book, iconic for me. I was a Transformer kid. I don't know if you, again, checked my other videos. I have quite the collection of Transformer action figures as well. So this just sits on the display shelf right behind them, and it makes a really cool little visual. This is an underrated book, guys. This is one of the best superheroes there is. The Nova Corps is like such a big impact for like the Guardians of the Galaxy books and stuff. It's just crazy that Nova doesn't get more love. I heard they're making a TV show, but this is The Man Called Nova, issue number 1, first appearance of Nova. Super overpowered superhero, super cool storyline. I hope we use, I hope they use Richard instead of Sam, but we'll see what happens. Uncanny X-Men 244. This is the first appearance of Jubilee, and it's in a newsstand. Super cool. Just a cool character. I enjoy her character, so and it was a cool book to find when I found it. Hulk 377. This is the first appearance of Professor Hulk. This is first print, not third print. I wish I could find a third print, but that is a pretty hard book to find and pricey. But still, iconic cover, super cool book. Hulk 141. This is one of the older Hulks here. This is first appearance of Doc Samson. That's right, Doc Samson. I have a first Wendigo too, but I picked Doc Samson over Wendigo. I just like Doc a little bit more, but first Wendigo is also a really cool key from this kind of same era. Hulk 271. This is the first comic book appearance of Rocket Raccoon. First cover appearance, I believe, also, but he appeared in a magazine prior to this. But super iconic cover. Not the cleanest copy, but super cool book. I enjoy having that. King Size Annual Avengers number 10. This is first cover of Mystique and first appearance of Rogue. Classic to become one of the more popular and better X-Men. She's popular right now too with her new book that just started, her new run. This is Wolverine 88. This is the first meetup of Deadpool and Wolverine, and of course epic battle and fight. It's awesome there. Wolverine number 1. This is the first issue in the actual main run of Wolverine. Iconic cover, man. It's not really, I mean, it's a key because it's first issue, I guess, but iconic cover and just super cool book. The other number 1 Wolverine from the limited series predates this one. Classic Frank Miller. This is also just a super clean cover. I think they actually made it into a t-shirt at Walmart, so you know you made it. Cool cover. Thor 337. This is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Classic cover. People love this guy, so cool book. Oh, this book's kind of hot right now because of the movie. This is the Avengers 196, first appearance and cover appearance of Taskmaster. Kind of a cool villain. Interesting, kind of like a anti-hero, but I enjoy his character. The Avengers issue number 43. This is the first appearance and cover appearance of Red Guardian. Again, super cool book. Classic key. I'm sorry that glare keeps getting in the way. I'm just getting carried away talking about all these books. I'm looking at them and oohing and ahhing just like you guys, and I own the darn things. Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is the first appearance of Carnage, so super cool book. Not a big fan of Carnage, but I saw this. It was a great deal. Decided to get it. I am more of a Venom guy, as most people are, I would think. This is Amazing Spider-Man 301. This is the first time with him being back in his regular Spidey suit after the whole Black Suit Brigade. Amazing Spider-Man 316. This is a pretty cool book. A lot of people like this book. First cover appearance of Venom as Venom. So, super cool book. Super happy to have it in the collection as well. So, let's get these kind of off to the side, and then we'll go through some of these other cool books. I'll do these one at a time. This is Flash 197. This is the first appearance and origin of Zoom, not to be confused with Reverse Flash. People make that confusion often. They are different characters. Zoom came much later. Cool book. Here we go. This nice book here. This is the New Teen Titans number 2, first appearance of Mr. Deathstroke himself. This is one of a lot of people's, I should say, not one of, a lot of people's favorite bad guy in the DC realm. So super nice. Glad to have that book as well. And then let's see here. We have Oh, a couple Spidey books. We might do all these at the same time, maybe. Might be better that way. So you have first Black Suit cover. This is 252. This came out in May, the same time this came out in May, but this came in the later part of the month. This was in the earlier part of the month. So this is also kind of the same month that Black Suit debuted. He's in the Marvel team up as well. And then you have everybody's favorite Classic to Love. This is part of the Secret Wars run. This is issue number 8. This is the first appearance of the symbiote that later turns into or becomes or renames, however you want to phrase it, Venom. So again, super cool. These are all really nice books. I enjoy having them in my collection, and now you guys get to see them with me. So cool. Let's see here. This is a good book. This is one of my favorite books, actually, and it's not even super pricey. That's the thing about this hobby. This is Hulk 1, or Red Hulk 1, however you want to phrase it. This is the first appearance of, you guessed, Red Hulk. Clean copy. Super nice book. I enjoy owning this. I actually have this entire run hiding away that we will go through one day, I'm sure, on this channel. But for now, we're showcasing issue number 1. Good book. Let's see. Some of these are a little bit more than others, aren't they? This book's not super crazy right now, so we'll go, actually, we'll probably do this. This is Sentry number 1. This is the first appearance of the Sentry. Coming up in the new movie Thunderbolts as well. And this is a super overpowered, super duper strong superhero. So, or I guess being in general, he isn't always good, he isn't always bad, but this is a really cool book, and it's a pretty clean copy for a black cover. I mean, those are hard to get in good shape, and this one's in pretty good shape. So there's that, and then we'll hop into, of course, everybody's favorite Hulk 340, classic Hulk Buster Wolverine cover. Got Hulk reflecting in Wolverine's claws there. McFarlane cover. Part of the McFarlane Hulk run that he did, which I have completed if you saw that video the other day, or maybe it was a week ago. Newsstand copy, which is also super cool, always nice to see. I enjoy owning and having this book in the collection, especially since I have the figure now. It sits right behind it and looks complete and cool. All right. Getting into a mixture of raw books and slabs, because I do have some slabs. This going on the, you can probably hear him rattling. It sounds so silly. This is The Incredible Hulk, issue 449. This is the first appearance of the Thunderbolts. Super cool book. It's in an 8.0 too, which isn't bad. I mean, I don't really do graded books, so like I'm not really a grade junkie, but this is this was cool to find, and I got a really good deal on it, so like I'm totally cool with it. So, first appearance of Thunderbolts. Following that, I would probably put Marvel Spotlight number 6. So close to number 5, but completely different atmospheres of comic books. This is the second appearance of Ghost Rider. Still super awesome cover. One of my favorite books still. I enjoy Ghost Rider, one of my favorite characters. Kind of hero, anti-hero kind of guy. Playing chicken in the cover is kind of awesome, especially when you got Mr. Big Bad coming out of the background there. So cool book. I would probably throw this guy up next. We'll do Amazing Spider-Man issue number 101. This is the first appearance of Morbius, or as my wife likes to say, it's Morbin time. So this is super clean, super cool book. I was happy to find this. It's in a 5.5. It's got a kind of a little bit of a spine alignment issue going on, but I got a crazy deal on it. Guy was looking to get rid of it for sure. So happy to add it to the collection, and now it sits on the wall. Now, here's the other controversial side to the first book we looked at. This is Uncanny X-Men 266. This is what CGC calls the first full appearance of Gambit. And this is also signed by Chris Claremont and Jim Lee, which is my one and only signature series yellow label. And I would be happy if I never got any more, because those are two of the big boys. Those are the ones you want, or some of them. I'd like to get a Todd book signed probably, but Super cool book. All right, these last couple, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. These are my favorite books. These are my big boys. These are probably the most expensive books in my collection. In no specific order, or maybe kind of. Let me get these out of the way. We want to have all the spotlight on my big books. Now, these are, just because they're large books and expensive books, does not mean that they're my favorite books. One of them is, actually. I can't lie. But it made sense at the time, and all of these have appreciated, so I'm happy with the decisions, and that doesn't always happen. Some of the books I've bought have completely become worth nothing, but let's dive in. These are going to get some solo dolo spotlight. This is The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 300, the first appearance of Venom. Super iconic cover. Everybody loves this book. Everybody loves McFarlane. Everybody loves everything about loving everybody, loving this, loving. You know what I mean? Okay, so, funny story. This book came from, it's an American book, U.S. book, but the guy who sold it to me bought it and found it in the Philippines, which I was weary of. Finally met up, saw it after waiting like 4 months, and it was super duper nice and a crazy price, and I couldn't pass it up. So, here it is in the collection. Next up on the chopping block here, we have Green Lantern, issue number 87. This is the first appearance of John Stewart as Green Lantern. If they ever make this movie, I'm super stoked for it. Another one of my favorite characters is Green Lantern. John Stewart, I grew up on John Stewart, so this is a really cool and important big book for me. And again, it hangs up on the wall with the rest of them. Love that book. This is probably my favorite book in my collection. This is The Flash, issue number 139. This is the first appearance of Reverse Flash. Not Zoom. This is the original bad boy, the original anti-speedster, the mirror and arch nemesis of Barry Allen, The Flash. This is it. This is him. And this is the book where it all started. And I gotta say, this is, it's a holy grail for me. It's not even that expensive. It's like a $200 to $300 book, depending on the day. This one's actually super clean. It just has the subscription crease in it. But, this is actually a really crispy, clean copy. I don't really mind the subscription crease, That kind of makes me happy a little bit. But this is definitely one that will never leave and will stay and cherish forever. My kids are going to have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. There we go. We went there, guys. And last but not least, if you watched the last video, you know what's coming up. This is the most expensive and biggest, baddest boy in the collection. This is my giant size X-Men issue number 1. First appearance of one of my favorite superheroes of all time, Mr. Colossus there. He is the big, strong dude himself. It's also first Nightcrawler. It's also first Storm. I think it's also first 100 other things. This was a monumental moment in comic book history. People ooh and ah over this book forever, and I stumbled upon it by dumb luck, and somebody just wanted me to have this is the only thing I can come to terms with because of what I paid for it. This is absolutely never leaving my grips. It stays on display. I would not be completely lying if I told you that it probably watches me sleep because it stays on my nightstand at night. So, this is the big boy in my collection, even though it is one of my favorite books. Just because something's super pricey and expensive doesn't mean it has to be your favorite book. And I'm mainly talking to new collectors or people who are just chasing books as investments, which I think is silly. That's why you see this book raw, and if you watch the other video, we flipped through all the pages. So, that is some of my really fun and crazy, wild, expensive, if whatever you want to call this video, all over the place, kind of key heaven, making like kind of a weird, there we go. It's just fun to do this with your books, man. If you can't have fun in the hobby, why do the hobby? Okay. That's enough fun. But yeah, this has kind of been a lot of my big, massive, major key books, and I am so happy to have shared them all with you. And if you guys are interested in more, or have questions, or just want to chat, or want to see the other half of my collection, we can pull the wall down if we have to. We can show you the Iron Man and Doom covers that I have. I can show you the full runs I have. You name it, I have it. I will continue serving you guys, my fellow friends and family here on YouTube. This has been Mr. Rob with Tricks Trading Co. As always and as usual, have a beautiful evening or morning or day. And if you like the video, then please like the video. Peace and love.